Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm so glad you're here this morning. We have a great show lined up, as always. But first, our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. It's going to be really warm today. I just checked right before I came on air. They're calling for a high of 93. And I've seen a couple of reports, but 92, 93. So it's the hottest day we've had so far this year. Low tonight 71, and the water temperature is staying at 76 degrees. Now let's take a look at river readings. A lot of y'all are concerned about the river reading. It's getting better now, but the Apalachicola at Bluntstown, it's a 7.8. It's sort of leveled off today and on into the weekend. So the weekend, it looks like it'll be right around 7, between 7 and 8 around Bluntstown. Now over here in the Choctawhatchee is reading a 4.7. That's going to be in good shape. If there's going to be some brim fishing going on over there, I know, some cat fishing for sure. The Choctawhatchee Caribbean is a 4.7. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. Their motto is "When Carrying Counts." Right here on 23rd Street. Looking at today is May the 13th, and right here in the middle of the week. Now we're looking at sort of a bit of neap tides the next 3 or 4 days, and Saturday's going to pick up. Look on into Saturday. It looks pretty good. Today we just have like a 1.2 foot range, so not a lot of movement the next 3 days. But Saturday we will get some little bit of tidal flow. But also they're calling a long range forecast, and I hesitate to do long range forecast, but they are saying an 80% chance of rain Friday and Saturday. But I can promise you that will probably change, so just go make a plan accordingly. All right, marine forecast, it looks like it's going to be coming out of north at 5 to 10. That's sort of makes me wonder about it's going to be that hot, yet wind coming out of north. So we'll just wait and see how hot it gets today, but just be prepared if you're out there working in that heat, and I'll make sure you have plenty of fluids. All right, we're going to take our break and be right back with our guest. Now, welcome back, and welcome always once a month. We have Ronnie Groom.
Morning, Coach.
Good morning, Ronnie. Welcome back to the show.
Oh, it's
you
good
said
to be
you were
here.
in line the other day, and somebody recognized your voice.
Yeah.
What was?
But I've heard him on TV.
They recognize the voice. That's good. Well, listen, there's all kind of exciting things. One thing, we'll get started with these pictures, because I want to first of all thank you for having this contest with the Big Gobbler. It's really neat to have it. And y'all, I appreciate C&G doing that.
Well, we've for years we've talked about doing this and figuring out how to do it, and we've got a little system now to do the contest, and we're going to make a few changes next year, but we're going to make it a yearly thing, and it's just a good thing.
It's a good thing, and a lot of people are excited about it. You know, here we showed this poster the first time talking about it. Well, I still have it here. I'm gonna present it to someone pretty soon, but. It was a great result, and
yeah.
This was very unique and very special to me, and we'll see why. But let's go ahead and talk about the first 3 places. First place turkey. Tell us about this one.
This is Mike Goodwin. He killed a really big gobbler. It was up in the north part of the county here somewhere, but Mike did a good job there, and he's a great guy, and I just congratulate him on having such good luck.
All right, and he's going to win a free mount by Tim Owens.
Tim Owens, yeah.
Okay.
Tim Owens just does a tremendous job on turkeys.
Okay. Now this next one is a little upside down. Oh, okay. Now this one a little special to me also. Tell us about
This is your granddaughter, Ashley Woodrich, and that's a tremendous turkey. She's 12 years old and killed that turkey, and she just was in a fraction of being first place, and I was just so proud that she did that. And you know, she's just a great person, and I'm really proud of her, and I'm just so glad she won.
Well, what's amazing about it, she is a sweet, kind young lady, but that's her first hunt ever on a turkey hunt.
And her daddy, you know, called that bird in. He's a good turkey caller,
yeah,
so that's a good combination.
That was just a wonderful experience, and I know we'll cherish that forever and all. And so, and then third place,
Carl Hellett.
People know Carl, FWC guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy, good hunter. I've known him for a long while, and his dad. His dad's just a very good friend of mine, and he did a good job there. That's a big turkey.
That is.
And we had a pretty good turkey season this year. I think that things went well overall.
Yeah. So we got. I'm looking at Ashley. She's in second place. She's sandwiched in between first place FWC guy and third place FWC guy. So she's in pretty good company.
She's good company. I'm gonna tell you right now.
And if Tim Moores did the taxidermy on first place, Ronnie Groom gave a $50 gift certificate for second place, and third place is a $25 gift certificate. So that's really good stuff. And next year, I know you're gonna do it again next year.
Yeah, we'll keep it going.
And you can say, well, I don't know how to hunt turkey or whatever, but look, you saw what happened in second place.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Anybody, been right place at the right time. That's good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what else is going on down your way?
Well, I thought today we'd talk a little bit about self-defense. It's a good idea to have some type of self-defense, and probably the easiest thing to do is just a pepper spray. This stuff is very effective. And you get a little spray like this, little attachment, and it's got a keychain on the bottom. You just put it on with your keys, and you can carry it around with you. It's safe. You have to really activate it to make it work. But this is something, we sell a lot of these to college kids going to school and people like that, wives that keep them in their car or something, and it's just it's a good idea to have some good self-defense.
Well, this day and age, it certainly is. You can never tell.
Another thing, it's a little heavier duty than that, is a stun gun. These stun guns are small. You can see this one is very small. It's a little black unit. You just mash a button and it has electrical charge in here. In fact, I'll show you this one right here. This is one, of course, it's pink. This one is, and it turns on. It has, both of them have lights on them. And this is what happens when you touch somebody with that.
Man.
It'll get somebody off your back in a hurry.
We got to get Jeff over here to see if he'll demonstrate.
Yeah, we're going to check it on Jeff here in just a minute and see if it really works. But a stun gun is a good idea.
What's the, do you know, just a quick question, what's the length of it? You just got to be...
You actually have to touch it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Now this one has a good feature on it. It's got a little cord that you put around your wrist, and if you work it and somebody grabs it out of your hand, the cord will come out and deactivate it, so your aggressor would not have an active stun gun. So that's a good feature on this one, and it works real well. And just the noise, I think, would scare them off.
Yeah, I know it.
You wouldn't have to really touch them with it. And another thing we carry is a little purse or pocket books to carry a sidearm with. This is for women. You unzip the top, and it's got a little holster in one side, and the other side's just a purse to carry your car keys and all your papers and things like that.
That's a great idea.
And we've got another one. Get it loosen the cord here. This is just a regular woman's purse, a really nice one. And on this, it's got all the things that a purse would have. But on the side, you zip it down, and there's a holster in there.
Oh yeah.
To hold a small 38 special or a 380, something like that. And it's it's not obvious that you're carrying anything, but you do have protection.
That's stylish too. Now you got them in different colors and all that.
We got them in all kinds of colors.
They got to have a couple of different colors.
We got them in white and black and red and so forth. So it's just some good ideas for self-protection.
That's a great idea. So I mean, because there's a variety of things right there, but that holding a pistol and all inside that's a big deal.
Yeah. And you need a permit now if you're going to carry these things concealed, and particularly for women that have, some of them have some fear of handguns and that kind of thing. But if you've got some worries and some questions, if you'll stop by the store, we have people that are very well qualified to tell you how to get your carry permit, to advise you on what type gun to get. A lot we see women come in the store and they'll say, I bought this semi-automatic gun, but I can't even cock the thing. They're not strong enough physically. Yeah. So we can advise you, usually something like a little 5-shot 38 automatic, or we've got 380s and 9mm and 40s and 45s, just anything. We probably have the largest selection of handguns in town, and we've got people that will spend time with you and advise you on what to get and make it easy for you.
That's important. And we've got a new gun range here in Bay County too.
Well, that's a great thing. Yes,
really.
Game and Fish have done a great job there, and you know, it's not just at some little shabby place. That thing is fine. It's going to be better.
It's getting better. You're right.
That's
Getting
right.
better and better.
I'm just so proud we've got a place that a person can get out and shoot. You know, when I was a kid, you could go anywhere out in the woods and shoot. But you better not do that anymore. You'll be in trouble.
Yeah, we shoot old tin cans.
That's right.
We'll take a break and be right back. All right, welcome back. Sitting here with Ronnie Groom, C&G Sporting Goods, expert in all the fields of the outdoors, and we just really always appreciate having Ronnie come on and all. And we're talking about the days are getting a little bit longer now.
That's right.
We're getting here
I thought I was late this morning. I got up in the sun. I mean, it's light out there.
Light out the last couple of weeks have really seen a difference in it. So I know y'all noticed that too. And speaking of outdoors, we always like to go outdoors, and a lot of times at dusk and dawn is when we see things happening, but that's the worst time in the world for the bugs.
Yeah, if we're hunting or fishing, it's usually mosquito time and bug time. And, you know, a lot of people still don't even know about this thermocell. And this thing, you know, it's amazing. The salesman that's head of the Southeast is a good friend of mine, and Tom came by and he showed me this thing, and when it was first out. And I said, that's a joke, you know, I'm not buying that thing. And I didn't buy any. And eventually he came back, and I found out this thing actually works. It works well. It will keep mosquitoes away from you. And Tom, that's the salesman for 5 or 6 states, sold enough of these things that he bought 25 acres on the river and built a house just on what he sold out of thermocells.
A good commission.
And, you know, they make them now. You can stand up in your yard. They make them, you know, I'll take these, and if I'm in the backyard or something, I'll put it on the table. If we're eating outside, just sit it on the table and mosquitoes are gone. Give it about 5 minutes to warm up. Well,
that's the thing about it, the versatility of these. Anything, it's not just hunting and fishing, but anything you're doing outdoors, picnic and all. I saw some at a ball game the other night.
Yeah, they make a lamp that you can sit on a table outside, you know, and it's a mosquito. It gets rid of mosquitoes and it gives you some light. It's just an amazing thing, and I keep 2 of them. In case one of them quits for some reason, I'm gonna have another one, because you know how much trouble mosquitoes are. You try to fish or you try to turkey hunt and not move with mosquitoes all over you. You can't do it.
You know, all those guys with toolboxes on the back of a truck. We just have some essentials you got to have back there, like your wrenches and your pliers and your jumper cables. And I believe that's essential in the back of a toolbox.
Yes, sir.
I really do.
You know, you'd be amazed where you might need it.
So make sure that they come in different sizes, or I know the original
just one size, but they come in a solid color, and they come in a pink and a camouflage. So you pretty much get what you want, you know, and use it like you want to.
Now, let me talk about the no-see-ums and mosquitoes and all that. Not only aggravating, they're gonna bother you when you're trying to get something done.
Yeah, you know, mosquitoes carry disease.
Exactly.
You need to have good protection. You know, and I don't like to put a whole lot of chemicals all over me.
That's exactly right. And every year we get some encephalitis break out somewhere in the South.
Yeah.
Every year we get it. So it's just a wise thing to do, especially.
Just common sense.
Yeah, but we're talking about the chemicals and all that. You know, the more you can stay away from chemicals, the better you're going to be.
Right. I just don't like to rub stuff all over me. And some of it's got all these warning things, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you right there.
Yeah, it does. All right, we're going to take a final break and come right back. All right, welcome back. This is Ronnie Groom on the final segment of Panhandle Outdoors, and he just announced the big winner of the first annual big turkey contest.
Right.
And
very successful.
Very successful. A lot of people talked about it. It's just going to get bigger and bigger. And, and it's right here in the Florida Panhandle, on a very special tournament. And it reminded me, you know, last weekend they had a brim tournament up at Stiff and Ugly, and we just in Panhandle we just uniquely have these things here.
We do our thing.
We really do. And, you know, just no other place like this. And I just love that we all enjoy this.
You know, it's very few places you got the hunting and the fishing. That we got freshwater, saltwater, and hunting. And
yeah, I've said it over and over again, and nowhere else in America I think that you could. I honestly don't think you can do a daily outdoor TV show. I mean, because every place has their little special niche where they, you know. But
we got a lot of
the
niches.
The variety is what provides us doing, and folks like this that are in, you know, y'all make a living off helping people enjoy themselves.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Let's look at our fishing game times for today. Talking about some good things to do. Mark Coward of Edgewater Beach Realty brings this tour. Mark's number is 832-6000. Our times this morning, 8:42 to 10:42. That's before it's going to get hot, so that's going to be a good time to go. And tonight, 9:08 to 11:08, and that's two good times. And I've already talked to some guys and got some pictures of some flounder gigging. They're starting out a little bit on that. Have you heard anything down in the store? And
I got a buddy that's been gigging frogs. I mean, he gigged 9 frogs that cleaned out, weighed 5 pounds. Those are big frogs.
And that's good eating.
Yes, sir, buddy.
Now, let's jump to freshwater fishing real quick. You got to do some of that recently.
Yeah, this past Saturday, Gene Cooper and Craig Adams and I went down to ride on our lease a little bit, and we took a few crickets along, and I took a beetle spin, and we caught a pile of big old red breast brim and crappie and some catfish, and we just had a ball. And fishing from the bank, I mean,
that's fun.
That's fun. And you know, how easy can it get?
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. And this time of year, you know, we've had a high water now, and they're going to start sort of filtering out.
Oh, it's going to be fine.
And they've been up there feeding, and they're getting fat and all that stuff. So we talk about it each year this time of year. It's really, really good stuff.
I talked to my friend Billy Don out of Chevrolet place, you know, and he's got a place down on Choctawhatchee, and he's been catching some good fish. I mean, it's fixing to get good everywhere because the water's going down. These fish are coming out of the woods, and they're going to be ready.
And Billy Don likes to fish a lot, don't he?
He loves it,
He
buddy.
really does.
All right. He's good, too. He knows where to go and how to do it.
Right. I've got talking about fishing and all, I've got a news release here from the U.S. Coast Guard. They're going to have, next week's going to be Safe Boating Week, so we're going to talk more about that later on. But I know y'all got a lot of safe boating stuff down at the store and different things y'all do and all.
Yeah.
Also, snapper season coming up, not this weekend, but next weekend, going to open up. And
that's going to be a big thing.
Y'all done a little bit of scouting already?
My son, Ron, went out this past Saturday, and they just were looking around. And they said that on the bottom machine they could just see fish all over the place. So, you know, hopefully we'll get good weather because it's not a big season. So hopefully we'll get some good weather and we'll have a good season because Lord knows there's plenty of snapper out there.
I've heard good reports. Again, you know, last year was phenomenal, and then this year is going to be the same thing. It's been a great run. We'll talk about technology and the mosquito repellents and the guns and all the things and all the stun guns and all. And the technology helped me a lot on a TV show, but it's also helped me as a teacher. And I got a couple of pictures I want to show you. I know you're going to appreciate it because I know how encouraging you are to young people in outdoors. Every Monday we do like a little show and tell as far as the kids doing outdoor activities. Every Monday, you know, and we're doing it 35 weeks in a row now. Every Monday they come in, and you know, first couple of weeks and all, they sort of reluctant and all, but toward the end they really want to do stuff. So now, this past Monday is a great example. I'm going to show you a couple of pictures. I let them start telling the story. Oh, Coach, I caught some fish. But now, I said, well, do you have any pictures?
Got the proof.
I got some pictures. I said, well, send it to me. So they'll take their phone and put my email address, send me the picture, and I'll show the picture while they're talking. So this is sort of been a developing thing. And this past Monday, just in my first period class, a couple of them. This is Cameron McDonald. Cameron doesn't get to fish a whole lot. He just sort of Cameron's a great kid. He plays soccer, but he went fishing with his dad and his granddad in north of Graceville in the old family pond. And he was so excited about this because he's played so much soccer, they had a lot of time to. But he's a straight A student and going to go to University of Florida, major in engineering. And Cameron McDonald, that's a good picture there. And the next one is going to be a pretty young lady, Shelby Nazarick. I've had Shelby on the show before as an outdoor girl. And she went pond fishing, but she caught these little bass. But I want you look at here. Look at what she's fishing with, a fly rod. She caught them fly fishing Sunday afternoon. Now, isn't that great? So I just want to encourage you. You know, y'all send us pictures and all. But this is almost instantaneous while they're talking, telling the story. I'm showing a picture, and so now they have proof. But
you know, we do something similar down at the store. We have a TV set up on the checkout counter. And we got a continuous roll of our customers and game and fish, and people bring pictures in, and we put it on there, and it's just very interesting.
It's fascinating now what you can do because we've always, you know, you just look back at the past few years how technology advanced and all because we've always said, well, you got a picture. No, I ain't got a picture about it. He was this big, you know. But now
they're always this big.
It is fascinating. Okay, I got a couple of minutes now, Ronnie. What's going on down at the store as far as you got your fishing stuff in?
Yeah.
And
We're concentrating right now on fishing, and we're doing a lot of trophy work, you know, for schools and that kind of thing.
That's something we don't talk about a lot. Y'all do a lot of trophy work.
We do trophies for anybody, you know. We do it there right in the store.
We've been doing it a long time.
We build them and we engrave them, and you know, we make little plates that you can put on your deer head to say where the year and the date and who killed it. And, you know, we just do a lot of different things down there.
Well, you brought up something right there. I wish, you know, we all have great intentions, but over the years, I wish I'd have put in a little plate on every horn I had.
Yeah.
'Cause I've got a whole collection of them in my garage now.
You know, when you fish, you know, when you catch a fish.
I can't remember, was that 1979 or 1980? I can't remember now.
I wonder if I killed that or not. I don't remember.
I know it, so I wish I'd have. So all these young people and parents also, get these young people to put dates and all on it.
Yeah, keep a record of all that stuff. And
It's,
take pictures, you know, because, you know, I wouldn't take anything for all the pictures I've got of my kids and the deer they've killed and the turkeys and going to the beach and going skiing and all that kind of stuff. It's just, they're just so valuable to have that, because when you get my age, that's so valuable.
and I'd love to look back on and reflect on just some great memories and all.
That's right.
And that's what we encourage too, even, you know, as grandparents taking the kids out and forming these memories with them, and it's just special.
That's very special.
So, but it's even more special if you can sort of flash back and got, oh, that was the spring of 1981. That's when the river was high, and we caught all these brim, you know.
Yeah.
And so try to put some dates on. That's a good way to do it as far as getting engraving and all done down there.
Yeah.
Spanish mackerel. Are they
the
catching
kings.
it down at the marina? Have you heard anything lately?
I'm sure they are, because they always do, but I haven't had to report on it. But the Spanish and the kings are moving.
It's really been a really good spring on them, and the kings, especially the kings, you know, they said
big ones.
Yeah, they said the county pier record with that 55-pounder.
Yeah, that's a big king mackerel.
Okay, real quick now, we got that, we're talking about the turkey, the big turkey contest, and we've also got one coming up. We've got a red snapper contest coming up at Seaquarters Marina opening weekend, so I'll talk more about that. But go ahead and plan on going down there and catch it. Ronnie, we got to get out of here, buddy.
Good to see you.
Thank you so much for coming on and bringing all this stuff. Y'all run by and see Ronnie Groom at C&G Sporting Goods, okay? Been there a long time and just a great service to our community. Thank y'all for watching our show. You do something good for your fellow man, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.